Ready? Good Friday, everybody. Welcome to Low VA Rates. It's Friday afternoon. It's St. Patrick's Day, so I brought my green veterans cap, but we all know that only civilians wear caps indoors, so off goes the cap. And it's St. Patrick's Day. We've got NCAA basketball and a magical spring day here in Utah. So today we're going to talk about, can I purchase a home while deployed? And yes, you can do this. But one of the things we want to make sure is, just like we do pre-combat inspections before we cross into combat zones, we want to do some pre-contract inspections today for that home purchase for while you're deployed. One of the things that you want to start with early is we want to make sure that we have that power of attorney. We all remember those power of attorneys, the general ones that we did when we were going through our pre-deployment workshops. We had those things signed out. One of the things that's different, most lenders and the title companies are not going to use that power of attorney to allow your loved one, your spouse, to purchase a home in your name. So we need that power of attorney to be specific. And when I say specific, it needs to address the property address for the home, the loan amount, and it needs to say in there, I allow my power of attorney to use my VA benefits to purchase this home while I'm deployed. Because that allows us to make sure the legal documentation is accurate for when we record the note or the deed of trust on the property. Another thing we want to worry about is the COE, your certificate of eligibility. It's one of those easy things, but getting documentation when you're deployed at a remote location in maybe Afghanistan or Iraq right now it's not as easy as, hey, can I go print this and sign it and send it back? Because we actually have to have what's called a statement of service document signed by either the commander, your first line supervisor, or one of their designees. And nobody wants to go to see the commander because commanders are always cranky. So we want to make sure we talk about that in the beginning. The statement of service says, yes, you are in good standing, verifies your enlistment contract, and lets you know that we can get the certificate of eligibility through the Department of Veterans Affairs if we are not able to pull it through the automated system. Another thing that we're looking at, we've got a power of attorney, certificate of eligibility. You want to make sure that even when you're deployed, you can get into DFAS and you can download your W-2s. You can send copies of your most recent LES to that loved one back here in the States, because your lender is going to have to verify your most recent income documentation. So if you have an idea that you may be wanting to buy a house while you're deployed, because I know while you're deployed you got some tax-free money, you're able to pay some debts off, maybe save some down payment to reduce your VA funding fee for our active duty service members out there. We want to make sure that we're doing those steps up front to get the verification of income document. So leave a copy of those tax returns. Make sure you've got your MyPay login, because remember, MyPay is going to take you 2 weeks to reset a PIN. And if you're in a forward operating base in Afghanistan, 2 weeks in the normal mail is going to be 2 months, and that's going to cause you problems. So the other thing we want to do is what's called an alive and well statement. Because on the day that we use that power of attorney, you found your home, you're doing great things while you're deployed for America, we want to make sure that there's an alive and well statement. This is a formal piece that the Department of Veterans Affairs required us. It's a simple memorandum for record statement that says, as of this date, it's going to have your rank and your name on it. They are alive and well. Because we want to make sure is that this power of attorney is valid, and the alive and well statement is what the Department of Veterans Affairs requires to support that you're still in good health, doing great things for us. So again, we're going to do some of those pre-contract inspections, just like PCIs that we do in the military. We're going to make sure you've got a power of attorney that's set in place that references the property address, the purchase price of the home, and that they're going to use your veterans home loan benefits. The other one we're looking at is that certificate of eligibility. If you're working with a VA's expert, like we have here at Low VA Rates, we're going to be able to pull that for you online through the VA. If we're not able, we have the ability to help you with that statement of service document. So again, you're not running all over the place trying to find it. We can give you a template that you can fill out. And then finally, we know that the day that your loved one here in the States is going to sign those papers, so when you have that home in your name and you come back from your deployment and you want to have a cold adult beverage of your choice or sit on your backyard and barbecue something good, you're going to be able to do it because you're working with a VA specialist that's walked you through the power of attorney, the statement of service to get that certificate of eligibility, and finally, your alive and well statement so we can take care of the final documents. Thanks for joining us today at Low VA Rates on our Friday Facebook Live. Again, have a safe St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy the basketball this weekend. See you.